Was good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in the building, and today, as y'all can see by the looks of the title and the screen, today I'm gonna be bringing y'all the first ever Pure Defender build, y'all. This is a never before seen build name, and when it comes to the stats and the attributes, I went into detail with every single individual attribute in order to be able to maintain the Pure Defender name, but also to be able to get the best badges possible as well as the best attributes possible. So you are not going to have to worry when it comes to this build out of the point guard position. I definitely got y'all covered with the best exact version. But before we get into the making, man, y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. To the Rich Gang family and any new supporters, I would appreciate it if y'all went ahead and hit that like button. That helps me out so much. Go ahead and share this video with your family and friends. But last but not least, be sure to turn on post notice so y'all can see when I upload every single day. Now, let's go ahead and get into the making of this build. If you were paying attention, of course, we are going to be making this build out of the point guard position. Now, when it comes to the height, this is a pure defender build, so why not go ahead and put it with the max at 6'8". Then when it comes to the weight, I'm gonna go with 185. And then when it comes to the wingspan, of course, like I said, this is a lockdown build, so go ahead and max it out with 7'6". Body shape is gonna be completely up to y'all, but I'm telling you right now, build looks really good to me. You could even go with burly. It really comes down to your preference. But now, be sure to pay close attention and be sure to put each of these stats exactly as I am showing y'all. They each have their own individual purpose. So let's go ahead and get right into it now. So the first category when it comes to the stats that we are going to be touching, as y'all can see, is going to be the finishing side. So when it comes to the driving layup as well as the driving dunk, both of these are going to be exactly at 77. If you go anything above that for either, this is going to definitely change up the build name and you don't want that. But when it comes to the post control, put that to an 80 for 8 badges and you are going to be just fine. Now, let's go ahead and get into the shooting. On the mid-range side of things, go with a 71. 3-point shot's going to be a 69 and you cannot change either of these because if you do, you're going to get a mid-range specialist or even a 3-point specialist. The good thing here though, the free throw is going to be an 87, so that's going to give us 5 badges right there. Going to be pretty solid so far for this rare build name. Now let's go ahead and get into the playmaking. The pass accuracy has to stay at 67. 66 ball handle, you cannot go to a 67, or of course the build name is going to change. But the speed with ball, you can max out at 82 for another 5 badges. Now, let's go ahead and get into the defense. We're going to go ahead and max out our interior defense at 76. Perimeter defense going to be an 80. Steal as well as the block are both going to be maxed out at 92 and 95. And then, when it comes to the rebounding, what you want to go ahead and do, put your defensive rebound up to a 91, and then from there you could leave the offensive rebound as is or bring it up to a 67 for 28 badges. Really solid on the badge count, especially for a pure defender name. Now let's go ahead and get into these physicals. We're going to go ahead and max out that speed as well as the acceleration. Vertical is going to be maxed out as well. And then when it comes to the stamina, this is really going to be optional. I want to be able to make this build usable in any game mode, so I'm going to go with the safe zone of 60 stamina. If you want to, you can definitely take it all off and make the adjustments to your liking. But I'm telling you right here, for this being a rare build, going to be a very solid use when you max this out, especially on the defensive side. But let's go ahead and check out these takeovers. As you can see, we have got the slashing. We're also going to be able to get the lockdown, rim protecting, and last but not least, we get the post scoring, y'all. So all of these are actually super solid, but with my opinion, I truly feel like it is going to be best to double up on the defensive takeovers. So the first one that I would truly pick is going to be extreme clamps. I feel like that is going to be the best one to pick first. Second one, it really comes down to y'all, but I would go with stuff blocks or even paint intimidation. Really comes down to how you're going to use this build. But as y'all can see, we have made the first ever pure defender name, y'all. And look at the comparisons of Ben Simmons on this build, y'all. This is easily going to be one of the most rare builds because of the fact that you have never seen a pure defender. We have seen perimeter lockdowns. We have seen so many types of different lockdowns, and we have never, ever, ever seen a pure defender, and that is why I'm bringing it to y'all now. Let's go ahead and check out a couple of the main stats once we get to 99 overall. So for the offensive stats, if you end up buying boosts, you're going to be getting a +5. Grind this build out to 99 overall, and that's a +4. So +9 in all, but if you run with a teammate with floor general, that is a +13, y'all. So when it comes to the driving layup and driving dunk, both of these essentially will be a 90. Post control is going to be a 93. Then when it comes to the mid-range shot, that is going to be in the 80s. 3-point shot is definitely going to hit the 80s as well. And then when it comes to the free throw, that's going to be a 99. Ball handle is easily going to be hitting a 79. When it comes to that speed with ball, this is going to be in the high 90s as well. And the pass accuracy is easily going to hit the 70s. Then when it comes to the defensive side, you get a +4. So you're going to be getting that 99 steal and the block. And if you grind this build out and get boost, you're also going to be able to get a 99 defensive rebound. Again, you have to consider the fact that if you're running with teammates that run floor general, if you buy boost, and also if you grind this build out to 99, a lot of leftover attribute boosts that you can sleep on if you don't pay attention to it. So be sure to stay through and just know that there are definitely other options how it comes to making this build, but I'm just showing y'all the best possible version for my liking. So let's go ahead and get into the badge setup now. When it comes to the shooting, the main badge that I would really consider is going to be Hot Zone Hunter. Other than that, you could go with Catch and Shoot and Corner Specialist, but it really comes down to what you like. Now, when it comes to the playmaking, in order to help your teammates out and get your team takeover much quicker, I would go with Special Delivery as well as Quick First Step on bronze. And honestly, you cannot get better when it comes to the setup that I am giving y'all right here. These are easily going to be the best possible setups that you can come with when it comes to this specific build. Now let's go ahead and get into the finishing. Of course, if you want to, you can definitely go ahead and first put on gold posterizer. But when it comes to the rest of the way, I would highly consider bronze Lob City finisher, just so you get those contact dunk animations on the alley-oops, and also on top of all that, gonna make you much more effective and more versatile on the offensive side of the floor. So that is why I consider it at least on bronze, just so you get the animations unlocked for the alley-oops. But if you want to go another way about doing this, you definitely can do so. I would at least consider highlight film. You could even go with putback boss. Slithery finisher is going to be another really good one, but as long as you like the setup that you are running with, I'm telling you, everything is going to be just fine. And remember, you can also consider Heat Seeker for the finishing badges. Now, let's go ahead and get into the last category, the defense. We got 28 badges to work with, so the first one that I'm going to go ahead and put on is going to be Intimidator on Hall of Fame. From there, you definitely want to go ahead and put on Clamps as well. Going to be a huge badge that makes a huge difference in this game. Now, let's go ahead and, of course, we want to go ahead and put on that Rebound Chaser with that 99 defensive rebound that we're going to be able to get on this build. The rest of the way, it really comes down to what you like. But if you want to go ahead and put on more badges that are going to help you unlock more animations, go ahead and put on Rim Protector on Hall of Fame. I also like Interceptor. Normally, I would put it on silver, but I like the even badge count that we have with 12, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on bronze. Now, the rest of the way, you could go with a perfect amount of Hall of Fame badges being 3. Or you can also go ahead and spread the wealth. That is another really good thing to do. With my preference, I'm going to go ahead and put on Silver Chase Down Artist. Pogo Stick on Hall of Fame is going to be a luxury badge. That is one that I would definitely consider. Now with these last 6, I'm going to go ahead and put on Silver Ankle Braces. But you can definitely go ahead and put this badge on Hall of Fame if you want to. Or even Gold. The last one, in my opinion, you really want to go ahead and put on one that's definitely going to help you out. So I would consider between Heart Crusher, Hot Stopper, as well as Clutch Defender. And that's a setup we're going with 8, 5, 5, and 28. Thank y'all so much to everybody who made it through. Thank y'all for watching. And just know that I appreciate y'all for having me a part of y'all day as well as you and mine. Just know that I got another video dropping for y'all tomorrow, man. So y'all already know what y'all need to do. Be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. To the Rich Gang family and any new supporters, I would appreciate it if y'all went ahead and hit that like button. I'm telling you, that helps me out so much, and I really appreciate each of y'all who do that. Be sure to share this video with your family and friends. And last, but definitely not least, be sure to turn on post notice so y'all can see when I upload every single day. Man, without that being said, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.